NBC welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Welcome to Super Bowl II here on NBC, where we got a good one. The best of the best in today's matchup between Tampa Bay and Baltimore as we get you out to Super Bowl II on NBC. Back here in SoFi Stadium, Justin Tucker to kick us away in Super Bowl II. It will be returned by Tampa Bay. They'll bring it out to about the 26-yard line, and that is where they will start the first drive of the Super Bowl. This one's given to Bucky Irving. Irving, right side, all the way down to the 50. Great start there for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And just like that, one play in, already to the 50. Baker Mayfield now under center. Play action. Over the middle, that is caught by Mike Evans. Down to the 34 he goes. Moves the chains yet again for Tampa Bay. From the 34, Mayfield, he's going to motion in Otten. They're going to give it to Irving here. Irving, another big hole. And down to the 22 he goes. And they are knocking on doorsteps already. They're going to motion over Chris Godwin. Mayfield looking to throw. Feels the pressure. He's going to step up. Go to the outside. That is underneath the Bucky Irving. And Irving for about 2. It'll bring up 2nd and 8 for the Buccaneers. Mayfield looking to pass. He's going to roll out to his left. He's going to take off. Mayfield down to the 6-yard line he goes. And they're set up well for a 1st and goal. Tampa Bay knocking already on Baltimore's doorstep. Mayfield looking to throw here to take the lead in Super Bowl II. He's got it. Touchdown, Chris Godwin. And just like that, Tampa Bay draws first blood. The point after now. It is up. And it is good. And Tampa Bay up early 7-0 with 3:37 left to go in the first quarter. Tampa Bay kicking off now to Baltimore as he will return this one out to about the 27. And that is where Lamar Jackson and the rest of that offense will come out to take their first drive. Play action here, Jackson. He's going to uncork one down the field. And that is going to fall incomplete. Intended target was Rashad Bateman. And that fell quite short there. Jackson, he's going to motion over Aguilar. He's going to throw it to him on the little screen. To the outside he goes, and he's going to pick up the first down. It moves the sticks for Baltimore. They're going to give it to Henry here. Henry, big hole. Henry, going to lower his shoulder down to the 46 he goes. It moves the chains for the Ravens. Isaiah likely being motioned over. Jackson under center. The give to Henry. Henry hits the hole, but he's going to be hit back. They're going to give him forward yardage. He'll get 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. They're going to motion over Zay Flowers. Jackson looking to throw. To the corner he goes. That is caught. His receiver, Aguilar, yet again for the first down for Baltimore. Jackson play action. Time in the pocket, going to the end zone, and that one is caught. Touchdown. Mark Andrews for 6. Baltimore a PAT away from tying it up. Justin Tucker on for the point after. It is up, and it is good, and Baltimore has tied it up with 1:37 left to go in the first quarter. Tucker will kick it to Bucky Irving. He'll receive it from about the 5, and he'll go down to the 27. 1st and 10 now for Tampa Bay. Their second drive. Each team 1 for 1 so far on their first drives of the game. Mayfield, he's looking to pass. He's going to go to the slant route there by his receiver, Sterling Shepard. He's got a gain of 4. Mayfield's to the outside, and Chris Godwin is laid down by Marlon Humphrey. He'll gain 1. It brings up 3rd and 5 as we enter the last minute in the first quarter. There's John Harbaugh looking to win his 2nd Super Bowl as a head coach. Won one back in 2012 against the San Francisco 49ers against his own brother, Jim Harbaugh. Baker Mayfield looking to throw. He's going to go to Mike Evans, his reliable receiver. Down to the 39 he goes. He's out of bounds. Stops the clock at 33 seconds. Beautiful play there by Mike Evans. Mayfield under center. Play action here. Gonna go to the air again. It is Mike Evans again on another corner route for a first down. Moves the chains down to the 19. Takedown. Maybe they'll get one more playoff. They will. They're going to give it to Irving here. And Irving for about 3. That will do it for the first quarter of play. Tied at 7s here in SoFi Stadium. We'll be back with more after this. Back now at the start of the second quarter. The give to Bucky Irving on a 2nd and 7. They'll say he got back to the line of scrimmage. It didn't look like it. It'll bring up 3rd and 7 now for Tampa Bay after a Roquan Smith stop. Third and 7 for Tampa Bay now. Mayfield looking to pass. He's going to go to the end zone, and that is caught. Touchdown is tight end Otten for 6. Extends the lead for Tampa Bay. The PAT now for the Buccaneers. It is up, and it is good. And Tampa Bay showing no remorse for the Ravens here in Super Bowl II. Tampa Bay 2 for 2 on their 2 drives of the game. Baltimore now for their second drive. This one's going to be returned out to the 28. And that is where they will start their second drive of the game. Jackson, he's going to play. He's going to take it himself. To the outside he goes. And to the 33 he gets. Picks up 5. Jackson under center. He's going to give it to Henry. Henry moving around. He's going to go practically nowhere. He'll pick up 3, but it does bring up 3rd down for the Ravens. Third and 2 now for Baltimore. With 4.5 remaining in the first half. Jackson looking to throw. He's going to go to Mark Andrews. Andrews with a big gain. Much yak. Down to the 39 he goes. Moves the sticks for Baltimore. On a 3rd and 2. Jackson to Andrews. Converts. Jackson looking to pass again. Down below he goes to Zay Flowers, and he's going to be hit hard. Down to the 29, 2nd and inches for Baltimore. Second and inches here for Baltimore. They're going to motion over. Likely. Play action by Jackson. Near the end zone. It is caught by Likely. First and goal, Baltimore. Knock in on Tampa Bay's doorstep yet again. Jackson, the QB power to the right side. Doesn't work effectively there. Gain of about 2. Second and goal. I formation here for the Ravens. Jackson looking to check things up at the line. He's going to give it to Henry. Henry's going nowhere. Stopped immediately by the linebacker. David on the tackle. Brings up third and goal for Baltimore here. Jackson looking to pass quickly over the middle, and it's intercepted by the linebacker. And down at the 3 is where Tampa Bay is spotted. They're going to run it here with Bucky Irving, and he's going to go not far. 2-minute warning. No break needed. 2nd and 8. Mayfield looking to pass. He's going to dump it off to Bucky Irving, who's going to be launched back into the end zone. Down to the 1-yard line on a 3rd and 12 now. And Baltimore did call a timeout. So it does stop the clock at 1:54. But can maybe they get a safety here? Get 2 points and even the ball back. They're going to run it with Bucky Irving here, and they won't get the safety, but they will get the ball back. Another timeout called. 4th and 4 for Tampa Bay. They will punt. And it will leave Baltimore with roughly like a minute 44, minute 43 on the clock when they get this ball. The punt almost blocked. There is a flag. Roughing the kicker, Tavius Robinson. And it blows the doors for Baltimore to maybe get a late score in the first half. Mayfield, he's going to take off to the left side as they were blessed to be given the ball back. Gain of 3 there. He was so close to blocking that punt. He missed and ended up hitting the kicker and got a roughing the kicker call. Anyways, they're going to try and go hurry up here. Mayfield, screen pass. He's not going to get it out in time. He's hit. Ball got out. Brings up 3rd and 7, though, for Tampa Bay. So, again, Baltimore could get this ball back with some good amount of time remaining. Mayfield looking to pass. He's going to go underneath to his tight end, Otten, who does pick up the first down. He's able to pick up the first down, meaning no ball back for Baltimore. Yet, at least. And the clock is going to run. They have 3 timeouts. Mayfield looking to pass. Slant route caught by Mike Evans. Mike Evans is going to break one. Over the 50 he goes. Timeout called. Tampa Bay down to the 43. Evans goes. Kyle Hamilton on the tackle. And now Baker Mayfield maybe trying to extend this lead with the 2 timeouts they have left to go. Looking to pass here. He's going to roll out to his left, and he's going to be taken down. He is sacked by Washington. Loss of 8. And they might take that to the half, honestly. The game clock and play clock are in sync here. Maybe they... okay, so now they want to call a timeout after all of that. So they call a timeout with 21 seconds. So each team, 1 timeout, 21 seconds, 2nd and 18. Mayfield feeling the pressure, and he's just going to get sacked again. Kyle Van Noy take him down for a 7-yard sack. They call their final timeout, but for what reason? You guys are plenty out of field goal range. I guess you just want to heave one up. Baker Mayfield does have that arm, but from this formation, it looks like they're just going to run it and run the clock out. They give it to Bucky Irving, who's going to go nowhere. Now Baltimore calls a timeout. The punt is away, and it will bounce in the back of the end zone, leaving Baltimore with 7 whole seconds left to go on the play clock. They're going to give it to Henry here on a run, and that will run out the clock as we have finished 2 in Super Bowl II. Tampa Bay has the lead 14-7 as we go straight into the 3rd quarter. No break needed. Baltimore to receive. He will bring this out for a gain down to the 31, that is. And hopefully looking to make something happen on this drive with a run to Derrick Henry to start it out with. That goes nowhere. They're going to lose 1. And we have a timeout, injury timeout called by the officials. Henry, he's going to be motioned behind Jackson. Jackson looking to pass. Over the middle, that one is almost intercepted yet again. That was the linebacker, David. Jackson, empty formation, looking to pass. On 3rd and 1, he's going to take off. That's 3rd and 11, excuse me, and he's not going to go anywhere. He won't even get the first down. Brings up 4th and 3 for Baltimore, and they'll have to punt yet again. Todd Bowles looking to win his first ever Super Bowl as a head coach. The punt is away. It will be caught and won't go anywhere. 1st and 10 for the Buccaneers. Mayfield quickly caught by his tight end, and wow, that was very close to being intercepted. Very quick pass to Atten for the first down. Yeah, geez, that was Roquan Smith right there. He just fit it in. Uh, Kind of a lucky throw and catch there. Anyways, moves a change for Tampa Bay. They're going to motion out Otten. Mayfield looking to pass. He's going to go underneath to On, but On's going to be tripped up by the defensive lineman that was on the ground. It'll be a gain of 2 for the Buccaneers. Mayfield looking to pass quickly yet again to his receiver, Chris Godwin, for the first down. Mayfield couldn't find anything down the field. He'll take off. He'll be short of a first down by a few inches. It'll bring up 2nd and inches for the Bucs. Mayfield is going to motion out Irving. Quick pass to the outside, caught by Chris Godwin. And Godwin for the first down. He's got it. Move the chains for Tampa Bay. Mayfield looking to audible the play. Rush coming. And he's going down. It's another Baltimore sack. He's going to lose 9. It'll bring up 2nd and 19 for the Buccaneers. They're going to motion over Chris Godwin. Mayfield looking to pass underneath. That's incomplete. Falls to the ground. Brings up 3rd and 19 for the Bucs. Mayfield to pass yet again. He's going to step up. He's going to try and take off, but he's not going to go far. He's got a gain of 2, but it brings up 4th and 17. And it looks like the field goal unit will come on to attempt a very long field goal. And the play clock actually just got extended, so we're going to see what's up with that. Maybe an injured player. But on 4th and 17, actually, they won't attempt the field goal. They will just punt it away. And this punt's going to go out of bounds at the 18. And Baltimore, with barely any life yet, looks like just continuous droughts for them. With some momentum a little bit, as they'll give it to Henry here, and he's just going to be swallowed up right away. A loss of 5, and Henry is feeling it now. Under the 2-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Baltimore trying to get something going. They'll give it to Henry. Henry with a nice hole there. Henry with a gain of about 17. Finally, something cracks open for the Baltimore run game. It moves the sticks for Baltimore, and it gives them a little life here late in the 3rd quarter. They're going to motion behind Aguilar. They're going to swing it out to him. Second and 5. Quick swing out to Aguilar to the opposite side, and he's going to be tackled right away. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. The receiver out there did not get much hands on the corner. They're going to give it to Henry here. Henry feels dig forward for the first down. Move the sticks for Baltimore. And they got a little something going here. Last play of the third quarter is a give to Henry for about 4 yards, as that will end the third quarter of play. 14-7, a very slow second half. We'll be back with more. Stay tuned. The next 6 minutes we will crown a winner. We'll be back with more after this. A winner will be crowned between one of these two teams within the next 6 minutes. Baltimore currently down 7 with a little momentum as they give to Derrick Henry here. To the outside he goes, and he's going to bust forward. Another good run by Henry on this drive. Down to the 39 he goes. He gets past the 50. The last time the Ravens were knocking on the Buccaneer doorstep, Jackson threw a pick inside the 10-yard line, 5-yard line even. Jackson looking to throw. He's going to go to Andrews on the crosser. He'll get a gain of 6. Antoine Winfield Jr. on the tackle. Jackson on the QB keeper. He's going to fight forward for the first down. He was actually hit forward, and he'll pick it up. 1st and 10 for the Ravens. Winfield Jr. practically gave him that first down by hitting him forward. It'll move the sticks for Baltimore, and they've been eating some time up on this drive. They're going to motion over Aguilar. Looking to throw again. He's going to go underneath to Rashad Bateman, who hasn't seen much of the ball tonight. He'll pick up a first down to the 18. And they're slowly eating away at this Tampa Bay defense. Great route there, actually, by Aguilar. Great timing by Jackson. Jackson taking his time, very much so. They give to Henry for about 3 as they just keep eating away at this clock. We're going to motion over Aguilar to the right side, bottom of the screen. Jackson looking to pass underneath to Andrews. Andrews trying to get the outside. He sort of will. It'll bring up 3rd and 1 for the Ravens. They're inside the 10-yard line. Last time they were, a pick happened. I am not foreshadowing anything, But if I am smart, I would give it to my large man here. They won't. To the end zone. In. It's caught. Touchdown. Zay Flowers. And Baltimore, after eating a lot of time on that drive, are PAT away from tying this thing up here late in the fourth quarter. Justin Tucker on to tie it, and his kick is good. So tied at 14s here. Tampa Bay will get the ball, 3 minutes, 15 seconds, and each team with 3 timeouts. It's going to get interesting. They'll return this out to the 24, and Tampa Bay now, can they get something going? They've been pretty dry the last few drives. Mayfield under center. They give to Bucky Irving for a gain of 3. Super Bowl I for interest and facts consisted of the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs ended up winning that ball game 29-27 after, I'd probably say, a mistake by the Steelers later in that game. They had a chance to win. They had the timeouts. They had a great play to start off that drive at the very end. They had very little time, but they had a chance, and they just blew it. But on 3rd and 4, a big play here for Tampa Bay as they will motion out Irving. Mayfield looking to pass. A strike down the middle on the NFL shield. Mike Evans for the first down as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left in Super Bowl II here on NBC. A victor will be crowned within the next 2 minutes, but who will it be? We are tied at 14. We'll be back with more after this. Two minutes left to spare in this ball game. Mayfield is going to drop back. He's going to throw. That is caught by his receiver, Chris Godwin, for a gain of 9. It'll bring up 2nd and 1. And let's see if they start chewing away at some of this clock and potentially just win this game off of a field goal. Mayfield looking to pass underneath to Otten, his tight end, for the first down. Big plays are soon to be birthed within the next minute and a quarter. Mayfield looking to pass again. He's going to throw a strike. Chris Godwin into the end zone. Touchdown. Tampa Bay. Wow. They said to hell with a field goal. Let me just rip it to one of my best receivers. A very late touchdown by Tampa Bay gives them the lead of 7. But was it worth it? Letting Lamar Jackson get the ball back with 1:08 left to go with 3 timeouts. We will find out. This will be returned to the 30-yard line. Lamar Jackson has the ability to do anything whenever. Can he do it within the next minute and 4 seconds? He'll take the snap, looking to pass. Underneath he goes to Mark Andrews. Good play there to start off the drive of a century, I guess you could say, for them. They do call a timeout. It's a first down. Stops the clock at 59 seconds. Obviously, the a field goal won't matter. It's got to be a touchdown and a PAT. They could go touchdown and 2-point, but they just need a touchdown to worry about right now. Jackson looking to throw again. Feels the pressure. He's going down. He is sacked. Cannot escape the pressure of that Tampa Bay secondary. He's going to lose 9. Literally going back to where they started. They stopped the clock at 54 seconds after a second timeout called by Baltimore. They have 1 left and barely any hope right now. Jackson, he's going to throw. That is caught by Mark Andrews. Andrews with a very nice big gain down to the 50, but the clock is ticking. They have 1 timeout and they need to save it. They have to get back to the line, but the play starts at the 25-second mark of the play clock. Jackson cannot waste any time here. He's got to go. Pressure coming. He's going to throw underneath, caught by Rashad Bateman. Bateman's going to be tackled, and they go ahead and use their final timeout of the game. Jackson's got to realize that he has to get the ball out of bounds, or he can take off and use those legs and get out of bounds himself. He cannot dilly-dally back in the backfield. They have 43 yards to go. Jackson looking to throw to the sideline, and that is caught down to the 6. I don't know if they're going to get this off. I don't think they are. I think this game is over. Yet again, another heartbreaker. That's your ball game. Tampa Bay has won the Super Bowl on a heartbreaking fashion, leaving many fans in Baltimore saddened. Wow. If they had only saved 1 last timeout, could that game have been very much different? It leaves Baltimore fans in disgrace and disgust, but it leaves Tampa Bay fans happy and much more. That'll do it here in Super Bowl II. I hope everybody enjoyed this presentation. I will see you in the next one. Peace out.
Thank you for watching the previous presentation of the National Football League. To see more highlights and videos,